Morning, guys. Here we are, Monday morning. Welcome to a new week. Just want a quick topic for the day. Just want to elaborate really on something that we all discussed last week. Discussed it with many of you, the members, and also discussed it with a couple people out in the public domain as well. And that's just the art of becoming comfortable with being uncomfortable. Okay. So the idea that we can finally become comfortable in the things that currently make us feel a bit on edge. So the reason I want to elaborate on that is because it became really kind of to the front of my mind yesterday. I was at the Silverstone half marathon. I was doing that one for the fourth time. I hadn't done it for a few years, and in that last few years, I'd done a lot of half marathons and some other events as well. But 4 years ago, the last time I stood, 6 years ago, the last time I stood on the Silverstone start line, I was really nervous. I was really worried. I was really concerned. I was coming up with all the things that could go wrong. I was completely out of my comfort zone, to say it bluntly. I was completely scared of where I was and really worried. And the reason it came right to the front of my head yesterday was because people from the running club that I'm part of were there. And you could see the new runners to half marathon, the guys that were there for the first time. And it kind of took me back those, 5, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, where I'd first ever done a half marathon. And, that 2009, 2010, 2011, doing Silverstone once a year, I was really outside my comfort zone. That's where it all started for me. So it kind of came to the front of my mind that I was actually there chatting to another guy called Neil and a guy called Nigel and a couple of others, Nick and a few others. And what was really clear to me is that, all right, they maybe only took a year, whereas I maybe took about 3 or 4 years. But I think we all just stand there on the start line waiting for race countdown happening, 10 minutes to go, all of that, and actually we're just standing there chatting, and they also brought up how comfortable it had become and how they had sort of settled into it, and were happy. And the difference between standing on that start line in 2016 compared to standing on that start line during 2015 was a completely different feeling for them. And that's why I wanted to bring it up. I just thought that it was a real life example where we were all very uncomfortable, and then time passes where you repeat that behaviour so many times that actually it becomes quite the norm and quite comfortable. And although things can still go wrong, you got used to doing it. You've accepted that things could go wrong, and it's all right if things go wrong, and it's all right if you just have a nice jog round a half marathon. So that really came to the front of my mind. The other example that came to the front of my mind over the weekend was, you are not born a morning person. No one in this world is born a morning person. You have to make yourself a morning person. And that's going to require you to be uncomfortable for a period of time. Alarm goes at 5, half 5, 6, whatever early is for you. And it makes you feel uncomfortable for a period of time. But, there I am this morning, 4 or 5 years ago, the Sunday race day, Monday morning, day off work, annual leave. Here I am, sitting here now, completely ready to go. Morning, just easy to get up and got out of bed. And I think, again, that is a trained process, or I've for so long gone outside of that comfort zone of where you lie in, which, just for the record, got me 5.5 stone overweight, but that's another story. Where I lie in, be lazy, don't really have any get up and go, to here I am, 5:30 every morning, right, let's go. So it's just something for you to think about. Become comfortable with being uncomfortable. If you repeat the behaviour enough times, then you'll become comfortable with doing it. Anyway, guys, I hope that's given you some insight and some real life examples of last week's point. If you felt this added value to you, or you got anything out of it, and you think you know anyone that could gain something from listening to this video, please forward it on and share it around if you think that's appropriate. Anyway, have a great week, and we'll see you at some point during the week again to discuss another topic, another thought of the day, and we will see you soon. Have a great week. Bye-bye.